Welcome friends. Today we're going to see VB.NET with MS Access connectivity. So select the Windows application. Oh, it takes few seconds to load. So I'm just waiting for the form to be loaded. Um yeah, it's came. So now I am taking three label box and three text box. We are going to create a simple form design. So I'm just taking three label box label. So I just rename that at the time I'm taking three text boxes. I'm simply clicking tries at text boxes. I'm just making my arrangement. Now it is in the arranged. So I just want to rename the first label. So I have an option text. I'm just renaming first name. Now I am selecting second label, the property. I'm just rename the text last name. Third label, I'm just renaming into address. These are the three fields which I have. So now I'm going to connect this form into MS Access. So for that we need the data source. So if we have already table, we can use this option. So create a connection. If there is an existing table, we can make use of this option using the browse button. We can get the table. So if not, we can go with a new table creation. So now I am opening the MS Access 2016. So I'm just selecting blank table. By default it is ACCCDB, but for us we require .mdb format. So I just select the ACCDB. So now I am start with the design view. Design is the structure of the table. So table 1 is the default name. So here my first field name is first underscore name, and this is data. This is a list of data types. I'm just assigning short last name. So this is also short text, address, and we can use of long text as well as. Now I am opening the table. I just giving sample data. So first data Rajesh Kumar from Chennai. Second data Sivak Kumar from Trichy. So that's it. I'm just saving the data. Now I have go to save as and select .mdb format, save as. So I'm just making my location, or simply I'm creating a new folder. In that I'm going to save the .mdb database file. I'm just renaming the database name demo.db. So this is my database name. So in that I have a table. The table name is table 1. Let's see. So I have two records in that. I'm simply closing the table. Now I'm making a connection. So go to data source, click next, data set, click next, go to new connection, browse, simply select the database where it is located. I'm just making a link for my database and click OK. Next, yes, this duplication of copy, and next here select the table and the view, make a tick mark, finish. So that's it, the database connected. So you can view the table over here. So double click the table. This is a list of fields in the table. So now I'm specifying the column using the data binding. So I'm just select the first field and go start with the data binding. My first field should be first name. I'm just selecting the first name for first field. Now I'm selecting second field, same option, data binding source. I'm selecting the second field, that is last name. Now I am selecting the third field, again text option, Now the table binding source, I'm just binding the third column. Now I am running the program. So now the front end is back end connected. My table is visible here. So this is a simple way of connecting the data. Now I am going to have two buttons because I have two records. I could not view the both records. The first record only visible. So for that I am creating a two buttons. So first button is move previous and second button is move next. So I am just renaming my first button move first. Sorry, move previous. And now I am selecting my second button, changing the caption, move next. So now I am writing the code, double click the button. So table 1 dot binding source dot move previous. Second button, double click table 1 binding source dot move next. Now I am running the program. Back to the form. So move next, move previous, move previous. So this is how we can navigate the records. Suppose if we want to add more number of records, so in other way we can display in the grid also. So we have a data, in that we have a grid view. Simply select the, so in that we have to select the table. Suppose we have extra field here, id is additional field which is display over here. Suppose if you want to hide the id, so we go to the edit column option. So select id, there is option called visible, so we have to make it false. So press ok. Now we are running the program. Now I am running the program, so it is not available. Okay, fine. This is another way of showing the records in a grid view. Suppose if you want to add more records, then we'll have two buttons. So first one is adding a record and second one is save the record. Now I'm having my second button. So now I'm selecting the first button. I just wanted to rename it the same option which I have done earlier. So go to text, I'm just renaming add new record. Now I'm selecting second button, save. So double click the add new record button. So table 1 binding source dot add new. Okay, that's it. So next, double click save button, table 1 binding source dot end edit. Now table adapter, table 1 table adapter dot update. So within the parenthesis we have to give the database data set. So here demo db is the data set, demo db dot table name table 1. So end of the parameter. So now we can give the message box for our convenient, message box dot show. So within the braces we have to give some user defined message. So here I am giving the messages updated successfully. That's it. So end of the message. So in some cases there may be some exceptions may arise. For that we can give it in the try catch statement, exception handling statement. So we use try within the try block. So we have to give this statement. In the catch block, we have a message box. It will pop up some error message at the time of if any error occurs in the database or there is no existence of data, it will fire. So now we will start with add record. It is move previous and move next, then add record. So now I am adding one more record. My first name is Jiva, second name is last name is Nathan, and addresses. Yes, it is updated. So now the data is available in the grid also. So it is in the both the ways. You can move the record, move previous, and move next. So this is a simple way of connecting the data. So thank you. I will meet you in another video.